Welcome back to the Tennessee Frugal Craftsman. I'm getting ready to put a soffit vent or a bathroom vent in my soffit here. Now earlier I prepared my soffits. Get this to focus here. There it goes. Earlier I prepared it by putting in a block for where this is going. I centered it in my window for aesthetic purposes. You don't necessarily have to do that, but I like having everything balanced. Then I got, come out here into the sunlight. I got this soffit exhaust vent from Lowe's. This is what it looks like. It has, so when it's laying, goes up in like this. These little vents allow the air to come out, but while it's not being used, the vents are closed so nothing can get in it. So this is for a 3 or 4. I'm using 4-inch. There is an adapter I took off. It just clips on. This will take it from a 4 to a 3. I don't need this because I'm going to use it directly to 3 or to 4, sorry. The other thing that I have, and I'm not sure whether I'm going to use it yet, but I got a 4-inch elbow. Now I'm using flexible ducting, it's insulated, but I'm just not sure how much I'm going to have, how much it's going to have to bow, and I don't want this to collapse over time, the flexible. So I did get this, and it does fit. Well, I had it on here. It does fit over these clips. So I can put that on and tape it, but I haven't decided that yet. But the first thing I need to do, now that I've got the block is all in, I am going to drill a hole up through a 4 1/8 inch hole. I've got my hole saw and drill ready to go, so I'll bring you along for that. The next thing is getting the material out of the drill. It's the only thing I don't like about these types of drills. Got a nice wheel. Okay, now I'm going to go inside. I'm not going to install the fan or anything for a while, but I just want to get everything situated while I have the scaffolding out there. So I'm going to set up with my reciprocating saw. I'll be right back. I know it's a little dark in here. Let's see if I can focus in. I've got to take out a piece of there's a piece of OSB that I allowed to go up by the wall plate. Just that was to hold my insulation, so I'm going to cut out a section there to allow the pipe to go through. That's what I'm going to work on. Okay, show you what we have here. Back it out. I'm going the wrong way. Okay, so that's going to line up pretty well. I think I'm going to go ahead and put the elbow on this, at least to get up high enough, because it's got to come up. There's about a 5-inch drop from the plate down to the soffit. So I'm going to try that first. See if that's going to work. So I'm adjusting it in such a way that it'll line up, and that's what these flexible elbows are good for. So I'm going to get this attached. I think I'm going to pre-drill. I'm going to get this set up and drill it, because you want the vents to be opening on the parallel with your wall, so it's not blowing back in towards your wall. The moisture is going out each way. So I'm going to get this attached, and I'll be back. Okay, I had to take my reciprocating saw and kind of angle that hole. You can see I've kind of beveled it, because the 4 1/8 inch hole was not big enough to allow the ribs of my adjustable elbow to go down through. That's about 4 3/8, and my hole was 4 1/8. So I just took the reciprocated saw, angled it out a bit, so I can get my pipe down. Now, if you were to use just smooth 4-inch pipe, put a 4-inch junction or length of it on, you would be fine. I didn't have any here, so that's why I did that. So you can see now it's down by, so the screw holes are visible that I am attaching to. So I'm going to set up, and I am going to attach that and get it taped off. Okay, I went ahead and put this on, at least this part. They didn't supply screws, so I just put 1/2-inch padded screws up into my soffit. But you can see here, they just have little tabs that when the fan's on, it's going to blow those, and when the fan's off, it closes it. So that's all that is. I screwed the casing of this to the pipe inside. I tried to tape it using some vent tape, but this is the stuff I got, aluminum vent tape, and it's supposed to be, I think this is the package. Vent and appliance install tape. Yeah, this stuff wouldn't stick. It's an aluminum stuff. Now I don't know whether it's supposed to be good to minus 25 degrees, and it's only in the 30s today. But anyway, I'm going to call it good enough on that. It's a short run, but it is in at this point, so I can attach my pipe to it now, and I can still adjust however I need it. So that should allow me to bring my duct over and attach to my fan, which is going to be over here someplace. I just haven't decided yet. It'll have to be in this cavity right here. So ideally close to the shower. So I'll probably cut a 4-foot piece of vent. I've got some, sorry about that. I've got some insulated 4-inch vent line, and that's got an R6 value. So I'm going to be able to attach right to that. I was thinking about doing it now. I'm just not exactly sure whether that's going to be beneficial. I could see now I can get at it from up there in the eave, so I think I'll leave that. So I think just a couple points I want to make about installing that is you're going to need screws, because that particular company didn't supply screws, and depending on what you're screwing into. Also, the ideal is to get some tape, and before, because this little cap, before you put the screws in, will actually pop off, so you can get your hand right up inside the pipe. Purposely they've done that so if you have any obstructions in the future, you can just take the screws off, pop this off, and reach up inside. But the issue is, you'll want to probably put an elbow on it like I did if you've got a deep eave. If you're dropping down quite a ways to get it up in order to be able to attach that pipe to the vent line, insulated line. My soffit was almost 2 1/4 inches deep with the wood, and that 4 1/8 inch hole wouldn't allow you to enough room to attach onto that little lip, which was only about 3/4 of an inch on that vent. So that's why I put the pipe on it. Just gives you a lot more play, especially with that adjustable 4" 90. So that would be my suggestion moving forward, is to go with the adjustable 90. That way you can, from the inside, you can adjust it, but also you've got that extra to push up through all of your soffit work. Also, you can screw and attach it. That's what I did. I put 2 stove screws in it to hold that pipe to the actual vent, so it's not going to come undone. Anyway, hope that was helpful. So some of the tools you're going to need: reciprocating saw, screw gun is optional. You can use a hand screwdriver, and of course the drill that I had. If you're going to put the pipe on, you're going to need a pair of snips or wire cutters, because usually those insulated or those corrugated lines that they have, flexible lines, have a wire in them. So, but that's all ready to go now. When I get put the fan in, I can just go over and attach to it. Now I can move my scaffolding away. Appreciate you joining me for that short tutorial. Hopefully it was helpful. I learned something already putting that type in today, so get the extension. Anyway, until next time, check out some of my other videos, but until next time, you have a great day.